So this isn't gonna quite be my final grade on a hero because there's still some things we need to test out. Battle drills, a couple different areas, a couple more Dream Realm bosses, but right now I think it's safe to say this is finally a hero that's been released in the game that is worth summoning for. We've had a lot of heroes hit the rate up banner. I will argue Ulsa is still to this day a very good pick. However, she's only as good as Lily May when we're not in endless modes, because as you guys know, magic damage dealers do crazy damage. But guess what? Lily May is also a magic damage dealer. Also still very good. I still know a lot of people still like the very first ever raid up banner we had with Vala, which again, she's more niche. She is a very good PvP hero, but you know who also is a good PvP hero? Lily May. And really, when you start comparing it to other heroes that we've had Almus, which is a niche hero with niche uses. We have Soren, which again, niche hero with niche uses, not like a must-have hero. We have a healer that came out, Ludovic, again a niche situation where he does thrive in Dream Realm, whereas other places he's not as good, especially like PvP. And then we kind of get to this hero here. I'm not even going to count like Celestials and Hypogens. This hero right here has literally changed the PvP meta, or at least slightly tweaked it to be a little more free to play friendly in a way, because one thing you have to know with this hero, she is getting an S+ for me when it comes to Arena. Arena is probably one of the most dominant places you will find here, mainly because how she works when she's going up against an Eironn composition. Just stopping that Eironn ultimate at the very beginning of the battle, even at a single copy of her, like literally if she does that at the beginning of the battle and then dies, that's still putting your team in a very good position to be able to come back and win from, because that means your heroes aren't all clumped up. That means Arden isn't able to hit everybody. It means Arden's not able to CC everybody. That means heroes like the backline Damien here, again the Chariot's not able to AoE and hit everybody, and she's just such a powerful hero tool to use in PvP that she's literally shifting the meta. And on top of that, if you do build her, her damage is very, very good up there with Taylene and Scarlita. So as far as like PvP goes, she is the most meta-defining hero we have had so far. Number 2, Dream Realm. My goodness, Dream Realm, she is knocking it out of the park. If I show you guys all of my new teams that we're using now, King Croaker, which I actually thought we weren't going to be using her because that was a Taylene strategy. She's out damaging Taylene on King Croaker. Snowstomper is tomorrow. That's kind of like our final test when it comes to this. Alpha Bear, she ended up being the best there. Skyclops, again, ended up being the best there, while also bringing Shakir back to the meta because the way that is a temporary buff, giving her more leveling skills. Necrodraken, replacing the physical meta for the true damage meta, instead of running, you know, like Kruger and heroes like Tamesia, completely pushing Tamesia out of the meta, that's for sure. Even that was like the one niche use she did have. She takes that spot over and completely rules it. And like I said, Lone Gaze, we might need to just try a little bit more, because I feel like we might be able to get her to work on Lone Gaze just a little bit better than maybe say like a Taylene. It's going to take us one more time around, because Lone Gaze was out like the first day when this hero released, which is hard to say. So right here, we already go S+, S+, or I mean, I guess we'll just call it S tier, S tier, S tier, S, S, S. And then probably on Lone Gaze, if she doesn't get like an S or S+, she's like just a hair under what we see from Taylene. So right there, we get like an S to S+ in PvP in almost every single Dream Realm location. There are a couple things, like I said, that I do still want to test out. She's amazing in Supreme Arena. She's amazing in Juror Trials where she is relevant. She's really good in Legend Trial. The only place I really want to test her out is in Battle Drills, and I haven't had a chance to do that just yet. We have to work through 11 more attacks. I really hope I get a chance to hit this Shadow Merrily. I don't know if any of our teammates... Yeah, they're all using the typical, looks like Odie, Cassidy type team here. Just about everybody's using the same one, it looks like. I don't know if anybody even had a chance to use this new hero. And I'm really hoping we can get to it, because we still got to go through 11 more attacks. I'm going to try to hold mine off, because I still have another day before my energy taps out, and I did throw her in the team, so I have my usual squad ready to go with, you know, all these magic damage dealers. But the best part about it, is she's a magic damage dealer as well, which just fits into all these teams perfectly. She might be best in slot here as well. I just can't say for sure if that is the case. Beyond that, the only other thing we really need to talk about is AFK progress. Now, it's going to be really hard to give her an S plus, any of those things. I think she'll fall in kind of like the A tier as far as pushing, because again, one thing I've noticed on my free-to-play account, there are some waves you go up against that have some really annoying enemies. Not so much here. And even in like the campaign, the story mode and everything, you know those dust devils that like spin up and become really hard to deal with early game? She completely shuts them down, stops them from doing the big AoE, and you kill the waves very easily. Same thing here. There's going to be heroes that you're going up against that you're just going to completely lock down their ultimates, which is a huge survivability tool. But again, beating out the Smoky strategy, I cannot see that being a thing, especially since everything in the Smoky strategy is built around just keeping the team alive and getting Smoky to an ultimate faster. So I don't think she's going to get a really good grade here. But again, we'll wait till a little bit further in the week until we have some testing. But she's just such a really strong hero, and it's a hero you don't need to take to Supreme Plus either. The Supreme Plus is literally just making you drain 300 more energy. So it goes from 700, which is 70% of an energy bar, to 1,000, which is a full energy bar. Not that important. I will say, if you do want to go for crazy PvE damage, getting her Mythic Plus is going to be important, especially getting up to that plus 10 now that it's fixed, because that is going to increase the amount of hits she does, I think from 4 to 6 or 6 to 8, something like that. Really strong. But the nice thing with this hero overall is most of her kit is just unlocked in the first 3 skills, which you get at a very single copy, which means early game, very strong. I've been using her on our free-to-play account on the test servers, which I'm going to show you guys probably tomorrow and show you guys our progress. We already have her to Supreme. She's killing it. Absolutely love the hero. I don't know if she's necessarily as good as the stereotypical Cele type team, but we're going very heavily into a wilder type setup and saving up our stellar crystals. But I do have to say, early game, very solid pick as well. So I'd love to hear what your guys' take is on this hero. Again, I know I'm probably going to use like the S tier icon on on the actual thumbnail. Just note, she's probably more like S plus, and I might change the icon because I've already had the thumbnail made because I knew I was going to talk about this today. But I might go back and tweak that thumbnail now because I think showing an S tier might be a little bit of an undersell, where in reality, she is one of the best heroes in the game. She's not going to have S plus like some heroes have, like Smokey kind of and Ryanier, but like she's really good. Building this hero and finally using your raid ups is worthwhile. However, if you're still unsure, you have plenty of time. Don't feel like you're rushing this whatsoever. You still have literally over 3 weeks to decide if you want to go for this hero. So yeah, hope that you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know your experiences with Lily May in the comments down below. I really don't think you're going to miss or to be disappointed if you do summon for this hero, whereas other ones, they kind of felt bad if you did want to summon for him. This is the first one I feel like summoning for her feels good and feels rewarding. See you guys next time.